Hello! I'm Lucy and welcome back to Read by Moonlight. Excuse the hair, I got caught in the rain earlier and she's just having a moment, so we're gonna deal with it. Anyway, today I wanted to do the A to Z book tag thing. I just can never That's English. I can just never say titles. I mean, oh, is that going to become my branding? Just can't pronounce anything, never knows the names of things, talks for too long, and I'm already talking for too long, but anyway, let's just get on with it. So, I think it just kind of explains itself. I've got 26 questions that go down the alphabet. Yeah, they're all about books, so let's go. Anyways, author you've read the most books from. Seeing as I have read all of her Shadowhunter books, it's obviously Cassandra Clare. I have not read any of her other stuff, like I think it's the Magisterium series she did with Holly Black, and maybe I'll have a read of that one day, but yeah, she's definitely my most read author because, yeah, all of her Shadowhunter books have been consumed through these eyeballs. That is like, what am I saying? I don't even know. Best sequel ever! Crooked Kingdom, which is the sequel to Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Oh my god, I love this book so much. Like, oh, I don't think I can explain the joy that this book brings me. Like, oh, there were some places where I was literally screaming out loud. And I love the characters, I love the story. I mean, I love the story for both of these, but like, this is just, I keep hitting my guitar, I should probably stop doing that. This is just such a good book. I can't recommend this duology. That's the word, yeah it is. Enough. But yeah, oh my god. Crooked Kingdom. Currently reading. Oh my god, I think I've just like lost the function to speak in like actual sentences. I don't know. The book I'm currently reading is The Hobbit by, and don't laugh at me, J.R.R. Tolkien. I really struggle to pronounce my R's. This is a hard name to pronounce, so I'll just say Tolkien. But yeah, how many pages? I am 174 pages in. I'm on chapter 8 called Flies and Spiders, and I'm having a great time with this. I'm absolutely loving it. This is my first ever time reading it, and can we just appreciate the cover? Because look, it's I was literally about to say Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh my god. It's Smaug, is that how you pronounce it? Smaug on the cover. And like, the colours, it's so nice. It probably won't pick up on here because this is this shit camera, but oh well. But yeah, that's my current read, and it's really good so far. Drink of choice while reading. I don't drink when I read, so yeah. E-reader or physical book? I prefer physical books, but I don't mind reading e-books as well. I've got quite a few. Yeah. Fictional character you probably would have dated in high school. Well, I think I'm technically still in high school. I'm 16, so yeah. Literally don't know. It would either be like Anna Lightwood or Wylan from Six of Crows. Oh my god. I don't know. They're just good characters. Glad you gave this book a chance. Well, as funny as this seems, for someone who's as complete trash for this series as I am, it's City of Ashes, which is the second, oh my god, the second book in the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. Now, my friend, shout out Felix, my man, he lent me his copy of City of Bones, and I read it and I was like, okay, cool. Wasn't really like enthralled or anything, and then he got me the Then he lent me the second one, and I think I read like a chapter of it, and then I just put it down. But then he bought me the Infernal Devices, which I just went through, and they're just like my favourite and that actually got me into Shadowhunters. And so I was like, maybe I should go back and read City of Ashes. And so I did, and I'm so glad I did, because then I read the entire rest of the series, though there was a bit of a break between book 5 and 6, because at that point I didn't own book 6, and I still don't in these covers. I've got it in the box set one that's got the illustrations over it. But yeah, I'm so glad I gave this a chance, because it got me into, like, the entire rest of the series. Otherwise I would have just been with City of Bones and the Infernal Devices and nothing else. But yeah, so I'm talking way too much and I just spat everywhere. Wow. Hidden Gems. Now this one has got to be Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider. I've already spoken about this book on this channel, and yeah, I love this book so much. It was, for me, it's a hidden gem in the sense that I've got a lot of my books over the years from just like charity shops and stuff like that. So many of my books are secondhand, and I just pick them up because I'm like, why the hell not, you know? And like, this has probably sat on my shelf for absolutely years before I picked it up, and then I read it and I loved it, and so I was just like, why didn't I read this before? And you know, I probably wouldn't have picked this up if it was just like full price, because I'm stingy with my money. I don't tend to buy things unless I'm very confident that I'm gonna like them, which can kind of be a problem when you don't know if you're gonna like them until you read them. So, you know, I don't know. But yeah, definitely, oh my god, definitely a hidden gem. I absolutely love this. This is one of the very few books that's made me cry as well, so there's that. Important moment in your reading life. Well, it would have been when I got the when I read the Infernal Devices, because this is really what got me into Shadowhunters, because I just, as many people were, I wasn't that hooked by City of Bones. Like, I was like, yeah, it's cool, but this trilogy, creme de la creme. Oh my god, it's the piece de la résistance of books for me. Like, this trilogy is just everything. And so this is such a significant moment, because it's kind of like, I think it's kind of shaped what sorts of books I go for now, which is, you know, every single trashy YA fantasy ever, because, you know, I'm a 16-year-old girl. I'm gonna read it. And also, these are kind of important now, because I've just got one of my best friends, Emily, to read these, and oh my god, I'm so excited, because I don't really know that many people in person who've read the Infernal Devices, and I want to talk about them. Ow. And yeah, she just bought them the other day, and she's like, on the last update she was like 5 chapters into Clockwork Angel, and absolutely loving it, and like, you can tell I'm getting really excited, so that's quite significant for me to be able to, like, you know, pass on my recommendations to other people and be like, books! Why am I so hyper? It's literally like 7 PM and I'm just like bouncing off the walls. I don't know what's going on. Oops. Just finished, so, oh my god, what am I doing? I just finished The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. You will have seen it in my other reading blog. Yeah, that last video probably, I don't know when I'm posting things, but yeah. I read it there. I've been in a bit of a slump, so like this, like a classic why do I keep doing this? A classic sci-fi is probably not the best thing to get me out of a slump, so I found an audiobook for it. It got better in the second half. I wasn't really hooked in the first bit because it was like confusing. I was like, I don't even know what the protagonist's name is. It was just like, I'm doing this, and I'm like, okay, cool, nameless person. Aliens. Longest book you've read? Well, oh my god. I'm gonna go with Queen of Her in Darkness by Cassandra Clare, because this is like 870 pages. Well, this version is. Why do I keep hitting the book? I don't know what I'm doing. Don't abuse your books, bros. Major book hangover because of, well, it's either Queen of Air and Darkness, because I literally like binge read the entire Dark Artifices series like in a week or two, and so afterwards I was so like drained. I was just like, oh my god, there's so much to take in, and all the characters and everything. Like, it was great, but man, And also just a little bit with Chain of Gold, but I'm still, I don't know. It was a lot to take in because it's aside from Red Scrolls, it's my first ever release of one of Cassie's books, I think. Maybe Queen of Air and Darkness hadn't been released yet when I was reading them, but I can't remember. Those are the first two that I bought them, first edition in the shop. But man, this just, killed me. Number of bookcases you own. Well, I mean, technically I've got 2, but I only use the bottom shelves for them, and they're mainly my school books and bigger books A4 art books and stuff like that. So I've got kind of 3 shelves. I'll show you. They're half filled because I've taken out books. So I've got this one, which has just got, this is usually my Cassandra Clare shrine. It obviously has the other books on it usually, with Chain of Gold displayed there, the cover out, and I just have Lee Bardugo at the end. And then I've got this shelf which is entirely filled, and that's my rainbow with the added white section there, and then it tapers off because I've got my Pop Funko stored there. But yeah. One book you have read multiple times. Oh Christ, what did I say for this one? Pretty much I've read the Harry Potter series 1,000,001 times at this point. The Infernal Devices, oh my god, I've just done a reread of, so I've read them twice now actually. I've read Clockwork Angel I think 3 times. Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom I've read a couple times. Skullduggery Pleasant, I mean the first one at least I've read God knows 4 or 5 times. It's just so good. Derek Landy is so funny. This is such a solid read. If you want something that's follows the same route of following this kid, discovering who they are, with magic and everything, and you don't want to support Harry Potter anymore, because believe me, I don't either, with J.K. Rowling and all that. So the Skullduggery Pleasant series, it's still ongoing. There's 13 books now I think, but don't let that put you off because they're really good reads. Preferred place to read: in my bed. Quote that inspires you / gives you the feels from a book you've read. Well, it's got to be the quote that is, "The stars will go up before I forget you, Mark Blackthorne," which is, I won't say what character said it because that's kind of a spoiler, but it's from Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. And I just think it's such a, I don't know why it's stuck with me, but I feel like it's such a beautiful, poignant quote. How sweet is that? The stars will go out before I forget you. And I love Mark, and the person who said the quote. But I can't say who it is because that's kind of spoilers. Yeah, it is. I won't say anything. Oh my god. Reading regret. I don't really have anything that I regret other than not reading as much diversity as I could, which I'm obviously attempting to amend at the moment. There are so many books on my wish list at the moment from BIPOC authors, and I want all the own voices and everything. I'm because I haven't really bought myself that many books over the years, and now I want to start buying more and more books, so I'm going to make as much effort as I can to find all these authors that need the recognition and everything, and I want so much more than just your cis-het white straight everything. I don't know, het and straight are the same thing. What am I talking about? Series you started and need to finish. Well, technically the original Skullduggery Pleasant series. I'm not counting the new ones because they're unfinished at the moment, but I mean for a reread, I have read them all before, but for a reread those, and also Throne of Glass, that series by Sarah J Maas. Read the first one, completely forgotten everything about it. I own the next two, Crown of Midnight and Air of Fire, but I'm gonna have to reread this before I read these ones, and I kind of want to get all the books before I start reading, do a reread, because I like to read, if I'm reading a series, I like to read it all in one, so yeah. There's the main one. 3 of your all-time favourite books. I could just hold up these and be done with it, but I think I need more variation. Saying that. Oh my god, I keep throwing my books. I think I'd have to say Chain of Gold. Oh my god. Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. And Skullduggery Pleasant. I mean, this entire series is just phenomenal. Unapologetic Fangirl for, well, I think we all know it, don't we? Let's all say it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Shadowhunters. Yeah, unapologetically will rave about those books till the day I die. Also, Six of Crows. I will rave about those. Carry On and Wayward Son, because I just love the characters. Like, yeah, they're not like the best books ever, but I'm just like, it's, you know, the sort of trashy read that you read to feel happy. So yeah. Very excited for this release more than others. Obviously, it's going to be The Lost Book of the White, which is the second book in the Red Scrolls of Magic Eldest Curses series by Sandra Clare and Wesley Chu. Oh my god, I'm so excited for September the 1st. I literally go back to school on the 2nd, so I'm going to have to like try and rush out on the 1st to see if I can get myself the Waterstones edition, because I've got the Waterstones edition of this one with the sprayed edges, which I love. Oh my god. And I know this is in March, but I'm so excited for Chain of Iron, because I mean, like, the cover release was the other day and I absolutely died because Lucy's on the cover and she's stunning. And oh my god, if anyone's seen like the kind of the jokey art that a couple of people have made for Chain of Thorns and having James on the cover, like, oh my god, it's the best thing I've ever seen. But yeah, I'm so excited for that. I'm not up to date with my releases, so it's only really those two at the moment, but yeah. Worst bookish habit. Now, I think I used to dog ear books and I used to crack spines and everything, but I don't do that anymore, so I can't really like say that that's a habit or anything like it used to be. I think it's probably just that I tend to stick to my genre, like my preferred genres too much, as in I just stick to YA fantasy. YA urban fantasy specifically, because, you know, it's just what I read. But so I just need to kind of broaden my horizons a lot. I do read a lot of other books, but it's just those are like the ones I tend to like gravitate towards. But yeah, I don't know. X marks the spot. Start at the top left of your shelf and pick the 27th book. Okay, so welcome to the shelves. This is the top left, so we'll just count. I'm gonna skip these purely because there's like, it's the same book. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh god, I've got books behind here. 25, 26, 27. Okay. And we have The Faceless Ones, the Skullduggery Pleasant book number 3 by Derek Landy. Your latest book purchase. Well, as you will have seen in my recent video, I went into town and bought 9 books. Whoops. So the first one was The Hobbit. The next 3 are... I was dumb and thought they were part of a trilogy, but they're not. They're just 3 books by the same author. And they've all got like similar cover styles, which I actually kind of like that when authors do that, when all of their books match. So I've got The Lie Tree, Cuckoo Song and Fly By Night by Frances Hardinge. I don't know how to pronounce their name. And then finally I bought the entire Percy Jackson and the Olympians series, because I've never read them before and I've said this many times already on my channel. I'm gonna have a reading vlog for each of these because otherwise it'll be way too long. But yeah, I bought those as well. And the final question, the Z snatcher, as in like Z's when you're sleeping. It's a hard thing to say with a British accent, like Z. The Z snatcher. Wow. The Z snatcher book, the last book that kept you up. late reading, well, it would have been Chain of Gold or Queen of Air and Darkness, I think, because those are the ones where I stayed up till like 6 AM to finish them. Because I'm dedicated. But yeah, that was the video. I hope you like it. I think it's been a bit more chaotic than my other ones. I'm quite high energy and I don't really know why. But yeah, I've had fun filming this, so yeah. Let me know your thoughts down below, recommendations, whatever you want, video ideas, I don't know, I'm all ears. Like, comment and subscribe if you dare. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you ladies, gentlemen and everyone in between for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.